Well, hello to all of God's beautiful queens out there. Wow, what an experience this journey has been. Woman, will thou be made whole? The 14-week journey to emotional healing and wholeness. Wow, I tell you, I've just been quiet and listening to these calls and really enjoying what God is saying to us as women. Woman, will thou be made whole? It is posed as a question because the answer does lie within us. See, my journey took 7 years. 7 years that it probably didn't have to take. I tell people that I love God, but I did not know how to let God love me. I'll say that again. I love God, but I did not know how to let God love me. And because I didn't know how to let God love me, I had all these empty compartments in my emotions. I did the church thing. I did the ministry thing. I put on the face. I put on the mask like the rest of us do. But deep down on the inside and behind that mask, behind those titles that are put on us in church, behind all of the things we do to keep ourselves busy, like Martha, right? There is shattered glass from past hurts, from previous relationships. There are broken pieces that have names on them, like abandonment, low self-esteem, betrayal, mistrust, anger, bitterness. And we move and we move and we move, but as we're moving, we're not living, we're not thriving, we're not whole. And what happens? Our emotions, because they are unhealthy, make decisions for us. We find ourselves in unhealthy circles of friends. And we know these circles are unhealthy, but we stay in them because we're looking for validation. We don't have the strength or stamina to put our foot down, turn the other way, and walk in a different direction. We need to feel needed. We overextend ourselves. We give of ourselves. We allow ourselves to be used and taken advantage of because of codependency, the need to be needed. That's what codependency means. We enter into unhealthy romantic relationships, dating relationships, even marriages. We see the red flags, we hear the sirens, and we say, but it'll be okay because I don't want to be alone. I'm tired of feeling lonely. I want a companion. And God is standing there waiting for us to look to Him for all that we need. He's waiting for us to let Him all the way into that dark place that we hide from everybody else. I love God, but I didn't know how to let Him love me. Therefore, I entered into a marriage relationship that He did not design 15 years ago. And I found myself 5 months pregnant with a 5-month-old child on the journey to separation and divorce. And I defined my broken, dark situation. I allowed that to define my self-worth. So every decision I made, every time I looked in the mirror, all I saw was, you failed. You're a failure. How did you get here? You're supposed to be the intercessor. You're supposed to be this. You got a college degree. How you end up on welfare? Literally. My life just fell apart. But I tell you, one of my students said to me last night, you got to hurt it before you can heal it. I said, what does that mean? He said, well, in his own way of describing it, You have to go through some hurts in order to know what it feels like to heal. And what I'm saying to you is that God has allowed you to make decisions, to walk into some places that weren't really part of His plan for you, but He allowed it to happen to bring you back where you should have been in the first place. And through that, He catapults you into a place of destiny and purpose, but not without you going through the journey. So today I say to you, where are you today on the journey? This is what God said to me when I said this to Him. In the 9th month of my pregnancy with my second child, I was black as this shirt with bitterness and anger. Angry at God. We won't admit we're angry at God. We're too religious for that. But I'm going to tell you, I know that some of you are or have been angry with God because you didn't understand your place of pain. And I said to God with my finger wagging up at Him, I said, why did you allow this to happen to me? And His response, my sisters, was, how did you get here? And He said to me, when I was looking for Adam in the cool of the day, and he had hid himself, I said, Adam, where are you? And it wasn't that I didn't know where Adam was. I wanted Adam to confess where he was so that I could bring the restoration. Woman, you're looking for restoration. You're looking to be made whole. You're trying to do it your way and in secret and in the dark. And it's not going to happen that way. But I promise you, by the love and the Spirit of God, that if you walk with us on this journey, first of all, you're not alone. You've heard week 1, Deborah Bryant tell her story. Week 2, healing the inferiority complex with our sister Daruba, and week 3, the danger of filling voids with our sister Dawn Gibson, and just last night, powerful Suzanne Gordon Kinane from our Kingston, Jamaica ministry, poured into us from let go of what God has rejected in your life. And so you're not alone. There's so many women just like you that have been there and have come out, and they are walking in their purpose whole, not broken, not pretending. They're whole. Doesn't mean we still don't go through hurts, still don't have pains, the things that come to challenge our place of healing and wholeness. Of course we do. But because I understand process, I understand purpose, right? We want you to stay with the process. You're going to have to touch that dirt. You're going to have to pull out some weeds. It may be painful. You may have to revisit some things that you suppressed under the rug. But I tell you, if you allow yourself, give yourself permission to remove the mask, hold our hands, and let us walk on this journey together, you will reach a place of total emotional freedom and empowerment. And you will walk into your God-given destiny. Because the women that God has assigned to your hands, the people that God has assigned to your destiny, need you to be whole. I love you today. With the love of the Lord Jesus Christ, we'll see you on the journey. 605-475-4800, access code 234338#, every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We love you so much from all of us here at Empowered Women Ministries and Empowered Women Ministries International. Be empowered.